it's been a while since we actually went into Platinum Arena and had a look at whatever is happening there in terms of teams. Is the speed at the top of the food chain? Are some different sort of tanky teams running the show as the main teams in Arena? During the week, not during the reset. We all know during the reset everything changes, and it's a lot of speed teams in there, right? We have a lot of speed teams. We have quite a few tanky teams in there as well. But on reset, it's just reaction, swift parry over and over again, regardless if you have speed or whatever. It's pretty much kind of the same normally now as well, but a lot of people are hiding their things, you know? So if we're looking at the Arena just generally, we're still rocking a lot of speed leads. Some resistance leads, which honestly are so dumb. Like, resistance is so dead in 2021, especially for Arena. You cannot build them very tanky because of it. You're losing stats. You might be losing a bit of speed as well. And just overall, we have a Lady Kimi, which just had a 10x now. A 10x, a guaranteed Lady Kimi, not a 10x. So that kind of killed resistance even more. So all these teams that you're seeing here slowly, I'm surprised they haven't disappeared ages ago. They're still here, especially these ones with like Lydia leads. They don't really belong in here anymore, honestly. I'm super curious to kind of see like a win rate for those sort of defenses. Are people having issues in terms of not having enough accuracy on their Madame series? Now, since the perception gear kind of dropped out as well, we have so many people that they have 700 plus accuracy on their main debuffer, like a Madame series. How many people, tons, like in my clan, probably everybody has 700 plus, just because you have the perception gear from the Forge, which makes it much easier for everyone to get good accuracy gear overall, you know? But the majority of teams, they do seem to have speed leads overall, so it's not something that's secretly different. Now, there are not as many teams now with Kaimar, Warlords, Hegemons, Sifis all in the same team. Seems like a lot of people, they started to evaluate those teams and to value them more overall and made them like their main reset defense teams. You know, there are tons of those sort of teams on reset. But let's just burn through some of the teams here, and we're gonna see what to expect overall from them. Now, these are pretty much still the same kind of things here. You can go with the Valkyrie and just take the team down like that. Overall, it's gonna be much better. It's making your life easier. Get the speed down on them so we can use that. Let me just get Valkyrie up and running, because I haven't actually used her for a while now. I haven't used her for a while. And I'm not sure how fast can they be overall, if they're gonna completely wreck me or not, but we're gonna see. We're actually gonna go with a slower Tranda. That's kind of like the only reason why I'm a bit worried. Will they actually manage to do anything on me? Probably no. Yeah, and it should be easy peasy here. Resistance buff. That's the thing with resistance. Even if it's gonna be a buff, right, it's gonna give like 50% increased resistance, you still have to take a turn first. So in terms of defense, it's not gonna be a good idea to make resistance buff. They gotta make some sort of passives that instantly gives your team 20, 30, 40, 50% resistance, and then you don't need to actually take a turn, and then you can build high resistance teams. If you're gonna have to buff, resistance is still not gonna be at the top, because you're required to take that turn in order for anything to happen, you know. And this is kind of like the typical Warlord Hegemon team. Nothing very different there. Same here. You counter it super easy with Valkyrie if you're going against these teams. This is nothing new. It's pretty much the same old sort of counter that you can go on. Here is kind of like a Necro team. Magna not as much because of that Warlord. What's his name? Hegemon. Goddamn. Hegemon. You see, it kind of makes me forget his name. Can change a bit the team here once we get to it. I don't want to have a Kaimar here. I'm not going to take that round, actually. Gonna go with a slower team. And I just gotta check my HP levels on my team, because I haven't actually used these teams in quite a while. Like, I've been slacking on Arena as well. pretty much. Now, somebody has tons of resistance here. I would assume that that Duchess might have some resistance, but not enough to actually keep away from her. Okay, so we have good HP levels. Let's see. Okay, see, pretty good damage from that Hedgie there. So I'm actually gonna protect my Reviver rather than Madame Series. So she didn't took a turn yet. He didn't took a turn yet. Probably they're all on a reaction, you know. Well, guess what? It didn't proc, so that's good. From here on is an easy. That's why Necrot is still such a strong champion. If I wouldn't have to worry about Hegemon here, I could come easily with Magnar, and he will actually do such an amazing job against Candraphones, Mountain Kings, everything like that. Magchan too. Does he have 2 accounts? Ah no, it's just a fanboy. I was gonna say 2 accounts. Here again, now I'm not 100% sure how good we're gonna work against it. I'm not sure which one has higher resistance here. Probably that Warlord has some resistance. We might not be able to debuff in the way I'm expecting it, but we should be able to come in here, kind of like the same way with the Valk, right? And we're gonna go in front just because of Necrot. So let me just actually go recently used. Bring Valk in, and we can go in like that. I'm not even gonna take a Madame Series. Hopefully I won't regret it, you know. You see? And now we're just gonna do that. I thought that somebody does look like it has tons and tons of resistance, you know. And that's Warlord. Ooh, that can be such a big problem. Such a big problem. Ah, crazy actually. I saw myself wreck there. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought that that's it. Skratch was nice to meet you. That Warlord is about to destroy you. I really saw that happening. And bang. That's another thing that can happen with that Valk there. Crazy in hell. This is probably a damage build Hegemon 100% by the looks of it. Now these teams again are pretty interesting. You will be seeing quite a few of these on reset, guys. Either you see a Duchess, either you see a Siphi, you have Hegemon, you have Warlord, and you have Ursaga. If you don't have Warlord, you might have a Candy in there. They're kind of trying to counter teams like this, for example. So I'm just gonna show you. I'm not sure if it's gonna be very successful. If that's a crazy nuke Hegemon and he's gonna one-shot my Kaimar or my Molly, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. My team is not gonna work as good, but they're kind of trying to stop these sort of teams, you know, with Ursaga in it, because you're not gonna be as efficient on attacking that Duchess, you know. That's why you're not going for Duchess first. And it will make such a huge difference if you're doing it like that, you know. This is a good team to go in offense as well. And you can just sleep her on and on. So the main idea, that's why they're using Ursaga in here. They're using a Candy, a Force Champion. Like, they're hoping that it will stop Rotos, you know. But Rotos is very powerful, even alone with the Siphi. Now I'm manualed. I haven't actually went on auto. I haven't went full ham on it. But this can be such a faster farm overall. Like, I'm farming teams like that, honestly. Sometimes 20, sometimes 30 seconds. It really depends by the team overall. But it's not something like, wow, you know. Oh, he actually managed to do it, huh? He actually managed to do it there. You serious? Look at that RNG. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Seriously? And then another Swift Parry proccing. She's gonna revive now, huh? What a RNG. Like, Jesus Christ. Extra turn, extra turn, extra turn. And then Swift Parry proc as well. And he used twice. He used twice his 8-2 actually, huh? Oh my god. What is that? Like, the luck. That's how it feels on reset mainly. Not in terms of extra turns, but just with the RNG procs, you know, it's so annoying. I'm getting wrecked. I'm not getting wrecked, bro. That was just RNG there. That was actually fun. Extra turn, bang, bang, bang. I think you missed on it, huh? Let me get a thermometer. If that's if it look, extra turn again. I was gonna say if that's gonna happen again, yeah, I will be getting wrecked because it's pretty annoying. And now it depends if Swift procs or no. There we go. So no good RNG on this side. Even though that extra turn, it looked like a danger. The first one, extra turn, he used the A2 again, right? So double crazy damage from there. That was pretty nasty though. Pretty good RNG on that team. Pretty simple to deal with these ones here. Nothing too crazy. Here is just going with resistance. If you have Lady Kimi here, now I gotta check if I have anything built on her or I don't. The main idea is to be faster than my Kaimar, you know. So was it which one? This one. Now here again, I would have to bring a defense down instead rather than immunity. If you go with the Magnar, you should be dealing pretty good damage. Like we can go like this. But instead of Gurptuk, I'm actually gonna bring in a Madame series, you know. Bang. And that should do a pretty good job overall. Yo, appreciate that Twitch Prime Sabari. Thank you, thank you. Oh, shite. I forgot that was not a preset here. Yeah, my bad. Let's go back to it. I changed that mofo out. Got a manual, boys. We got a manual. Poison Nut. What's up, buddy? Boom. Easy peasy. That's why resistance is dying even more and more, especially with the Lady Kimi coming out for everyone to grab her. At least people that are doing Platinum Arena and they're pushing pretty hardcore, right? They definitely went and got this Lady Kimi this weekend. I'm pretty sure nobody said, no, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get Lady Kimi. I'm just gonna let it be there, you know. I don't need her. I can guarantee you that everyone went for it, you know. Do we have any other interesting teams in here rather than just... This is still kind of the same. A lot of these teams actually, they have like a troll element to it, guys. So what you can do, use a speed lead, use your Sifi, right? And then you're gonna use a fast Rotos, okay? And the main idea here is that you're gonna try to CC the team, you're gonna sleep it, you're gonna do whatever you want to it. But what's gonna happen is that whenever he gets his turn, all that is gonna disappear because of Sifi. And he's gonna go straight for your nuker, he's gonna kill your lowest HP champion, and that's gonna... that might make you lose the fight. So that's kind of like a troll element. Now, I'm not saying that this team might have that, but a lot of teams can have that in. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It's actually pretty fun. So whenever you see teams like that, try to go in with a shield, because you don't have that element of surprise in it, you know? It's more guaranteed that you're actually gonna have a chance to clap that team without having to worry about it. Had no shards or money to go for Kimi. Yeah, some people went for it, some people didn't, you know. Yeah, so I actually didn't want it to go on my gems either, and I actually... You see, this is a slow one. This is not one of those teams that I was explaining you about. But you can make those teams, and are actually a lot of fun. You catch so many people off guard there, you know. And even if that Rotos was gonna take a turn here, with the shield you are getting protected, you know. And that's kind of like the good part about it. Now, Swift Parry coming in here with 3 Revivers. 3 Revivers are still very, very powerful teams. Not as much on reset, because you do have to pose a good threat to the enemy in order to skip you, to don't attack you. But overall, having 3 revivers, they're pretty nasty because not many people necessarily want to go on and fight those teams, you know? Can actually do that. It's gonna take a while to kill it now, just because I don't have the cooldown on any of them, and they proc the swift parry, and I'm sure one of them or 2 of them didn't proc swift parry yet, and what's gonna happen most probably is I'm gonna start killing them, and then they're gonna start proccing more swift parries. You see, one there. I've told you, I knew it. This is always happening like that. And she's gonna revive, and then the chain is keep gonna go on, the chain of command, you know. So she's gonna revive now. There we go. Reset the skills. She's gonna try to revive as well, if we let her. But we're not gonna let that happen. But it's happening all the time, you know. It's happening all the time. That's my luck. On reset, I'm doing it. If I go 2 revivers, 3 revivers, I'm hitting the first time. Maybe I'm not one-shotting them once Swift Parry procs. Okay? We don't need to revive. Then, I'm killing one of them. The other one is still not on low HP, but I'm taking it on low HP. Swift Parry procs, revive. And the chain is just going on and on and on. And it's so annoying, honestly. Now, this team as well is actually a pretty good combo on this one. We do have the Lion in here. Now, having Gurptuk in here is actually gonna help us a lot to go against the Lion, to help us a lot, to help us against this sort of champions, you know. Because he's not gonna be able to proc the Unkillable. And even if he doesn't proc Unkillable, Necret cannot do much either because we have block debuffs. So overall, this is such a great combo to run against slower teams like this. Teams with Ursagas as well, if we get any of them in there, is going to be definitely a great combo to go against. Even like this. Now, we do have Magnar in here, which is kind of like weak affinity, so I'm going to take in a Tranda. But overall, it's gonna be like that. And this is the team where we're gonna have a problem if I'm gonna go like that. So this one right here is protecting Rotos 100%, okay? It is as crystal and clear as it can get. And because of it, he's gonna get that extra turn once the Tranda is gonna hit. So I'm gonna bring in a faster Tranda actually, just to make sure we're looking Gucci. The Magnar build, I'll show it to you in a second. I gotta remember I cannot leave it on auto. I gotta remember that. You see, this is much faster. You see? And it's that shield that might keep him up and running. Oh no! I misclicked, damn it. I misclicked. Bang, you see? That's exactly what happens. So let's just say, for example, this is kind of like what I was trying to explain to you. It's not the case here, but that's how it would happen. If that Rotos is a fast one, okay, he's gonna take you by surprise like that. And he's gonna knock down your nuker, and you're not gonna be able to do much afterwards. Now here I just misclicked with my Tranda. The only bad thing in using what's her name? In using KK is that you kind of send over your reviver. You're kicking out your reviver from there. So that's a bit of a oof in my opinion. Getting rid of your reviver is not as good, you know. She's an awesome support, but I feel like without reviver you're putting yourself at a much higher risk. Oh, she got resisted this time around, okay. Okay, so this was kind of like clap, clap, clap. From here on, they're not gonna do much, even if they're trying to heal with that Vogot. Vogot was nice for the first couple of weeks till they kind of changed him a bit. I feel like it doesn't really look like they changed a lot, but something did happen to him because that heal is just not keeping the team alive whatsoever. Nothing at all. Now, Raiho is a very powerful champion in overall, either if it's a defense offense, very powerful as well. You kind of have to go with 2 CCs against her, you know? If you sleep her, she's gonna transfer it back. That's why it's so nice to have Hegemon to go against here. This is a fast team, so I'm not gonna be able to cut in with a team like this. But Raiho, she's so nasty. You definitely need to have two different champions to deal with her in a way or another, you know? Because if not, you're gonna get clapped. So if I'm not faster, I'll be getting clapped. Hegemon is good. She's gonna transfer back. If you have immunity on your team, again, it's good because you're gonna counter her with immunity. The only problem is that she's still gonna have the A3 available, and she's still gonna have that turn meter to cleanse the team if you're landing a sleep on them, if you're kind of doing anything on it. I don't really have a faster warlord to go against this team right now, and I'm brain farted in terms of just doing something different. Because if I'll go with Valk, Kaimar, she's gonna transfer back the sleep. I'm not gonna get the sleep, but the rest, they're gonna have it cleansed from her A3, and they're still gonna take their turn more or less. Probably. I'm not 100% sure, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. So, where is my Val? Because we just used her. We have that, and we can go with Arbiter like this. We have a bit of a increased attack because we don't have defense down. Let's see if we're actually going to be able to get it done like that. I don't have immunity on my Tranda, so hopefully she's kind of a... Okay, that's something that I was not expecting, honestly. And because she didn't buffed, okay, this is a bigger danger now with Kaimar. You see, I haven't even went for that Siphi there. But it is an easier win, you know? I was not expecting that Siphi to go with the A1 as well. Kill a Clown Tank for the 9 months. Appreciated. Appreciate all those follows as well. Your Raiho is in shield set to counter Hegemons. Yeah, that's not bad. Not a bad idea. The only thing is that like that, it kind of kills your offense teams in a way or another with her, depending what team you're planning to run with her. This is pretty fast, this team as well, but here I'm still gonna go in the same way, but instead of that, I'm gonna bring in immunity. Do I have enough manpower to take this team down without defense down? Probably. If they're all going on tons of speed, tons of resistance, tons of accuracy, they're not really gonna be able to tank their team as good, so they have Tormin in here as well. I have immunity on all my team. It doesn't matter as much, you see? So here we're gonna have to go on Kaimar. The only problem I don't like when it's about Kaimar and Valkyrie, I can get weak hits and I might not decrease the turn meter at all. And when it's a double threat like this, a Kaimar and a Warlord, that's a big risk you're taking because you're not sure how fast they are if they're both of them speed tuned in that Siphi. A lot of times, you kind of make them equally. If you're smart enough, you're gonna make them equal in speed, or more or less equal, because then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna decrease the turn meter on which one of them, which one is the biggest threat, without realizing that both of them are at equal speed, and the next one is gonna clap you regardless what you're gonna do, you know? But a lot of people, they don't do that. Probably not many do that. I haven't actually seen it running around like that on nobody. Is Siphi's A1 this common? It seems like it's becoming a more common thing, but probably on people that they have 380, 390, 400 speed on their champions. Because they're expecting to be faster than you. And they're not considering teams with Hegemons, you know. I will be dropping a video with Hegemon on Monday. It's not going to be from my own account because I don't have him. I wanted to make it like weeks ago. It's kind of like a comp that a clanmate of mine came up with and he's using quite a lot. And it seems like the rest of the people are kind of mind blown how they're getting farmed so quick with that team. And I'm gonna drop the video on Monday on it after the reset, of course. But in terms of arena teams, it's pretty much kind of like the same cup of tea. Not as much changed, honestly. It's just more reaction in it. You do find some elements of surprise like Siphi's A1s. People are getting much faster. I already know quite a few people over 400 speed, okay? So all this 2x speed, all the speed packs that are not as frequent as they used to be are still making a big impact overall. There are tons and tons of super fast people. Like I'm still a snail compared to a lot of them. And my speed to a lot of you guys is like, wow, Skratch, you're 370 speed now. That's wow. Well, when we're talking about all these guys, I'm still a snail. Trust me when I'm telling you that, you know.